This has got to get done. That's impossible.
Mission Possible is a training initiative developed by the Los Angeles Police Department in conjunction with several community partners because we wanted to make a difference in how law enforcement and the autism community work.
Stay away from the vehicle. Put your hands in the air like you don't care.
The full name is Mission Possible, Bridging the Gap Between Law Enforcement and the Autism Community. The Los Angeles Police Department wanted to be at the forefront of the mission of learning how law enforcement and the autism community can work better together.
Everyone stay away from the car. Step away from the car.
Because the symptoms of autism can be really diffuse across a wide spectrum, some people might have auditory problems or verbal communication problems. Other people might have particular behaviors or sounds that they make that might be unknown to an officer.
Are you having a good day with your officer?
Yes.
Is he a good officer?
Yes.
We want to make sure that officers can respond safely, both for them and for the rest of the community, in situations involving people with autism, or actually any kind of special needs or diversity.
All right, let's go check out that really awesome example.
The day starts when our officers experience training that helps them understand several different kinds of symptoms of autism, or special needs for that matter. What does it mean to have difficulty with fine motor skills, or overstimulation, or sensory processing, communication deficits? What does that mean to an officer in the field? Our solution was to bring in 100 kids, junior high and high school students, who are diagnosed on the autism spectrum. These kids are paired one-on-one with police officers for the day, and they get to experience hands-on what it's like to interact with a police officer. We realize that kids with autism are 7 times more likely to have a law enforcement encounter for a whole number of reasons. Sometimes it has to do with bullying, running away, other things associated with their diagnosis, and other situations where they're reacting to environments, maybe at the mall or at the movies, that are foreign or different to them, and law enforcement gets called in. By being paired one-on-one with a law enforcement officer, these kids get to see what it's like to interact with law enforcement and how to ask for help. It's really important for our officers to know how to respond, but it's equally important for these kids to know how to respond safely.
When you see the lights like that, you have to move out of the way, right? Because let's move over to the side.
Mission Possible is a model program that's not seen anywhere else in the country, with amazing results for the police partners, the student partners, and the adults in the community who were here to witness it.
They enjoy food together, and they'll also get their picture taken so that they can go home with a picture of them and their officer in uniform. We want to recreate a better image of law enforcement in the community. After lunch, each officer and student pair will go to 5 different safety stations to learn how to interact safely in an emergency. The first one is tools of the police, and they'll go out to an officer's car and get to go inside, talk about the tools on their belt, and make sure that they really understand boundaries. The next station is with the LA Fire Department. We want to be sure that if they needed the services of the fire department, they would feel comfortable and confident going with them wherever they needed to go. One of the favorite stations we have is How Can the Police Help Me? At this station, kids will pull different scenarios from a box and role play with their police officer how to ask someone in uniform for help. ID Me is a station where we look at the science of fingerprinting, how the police use fingerprints, and they get a chance to both fingerprint themselves and add to a creative art project. Officer Simon Says plays off of the game Simon Says, and in this situation, kids are reinforced for responding appropriately to an officer. An equally compelling and important part of this training is the training that we do as well for the teachers, parents, and advocates of autism. For these safety instructions to have the most impact, we need parents, teachers, and advocates to reinforce these safety concepts at home and at school. If they had to call 911, we want them to give the best information so that our officers can be informed and respond safely. We trained over 100 officers and 100 kids with autism, as well as over 50 or 60 teachers, parents, and advocates. The day was a great success.
We definitely need more events like this, and it should be replicated everywhere. LA's leading the way.
To move forward, we'll need continued support. We will need more community partners, and the more connected we can get, the safer we can make our communities for our kids. At the end of the day, kids go home with a gift bag and a full new appreciation for law enforcement, how to be safe, a new set of skills, and a big smile on their face. A day like this does not happen without a lot of partners, and sponsors are really appreciated. The Los Angeles Police Foundation was a huge support for us, as well as Motorola. We had several other entities fully committed to helping kids with autism be safe in the community. The Los Angeles Unified School District were incredible in getting their kids there and supporting this effort, bringing their students and parents as well. And together, we really can make a difference. We really can make this mission possible.
Thank you for coming to Mission Possible. Your participation and the training with elite members of this agency will make Los Angeles a safer place. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to work with your friends and family and bring public safety on this issue. This message will self-destruct in 3 seconds.